Hello everyone, welcome back. It's me, Gunner, and I'm here for another Rec Room video. And this time it's going to be a solo tutorial on quests for the Golden Trophy. Now I figured I'd start here. I'm also got a Crimson Cauldron solo tutorial in the works, but I figured I'd start with Golden Trophy because Golden Trophy, I see a lot of people being like, well, I can't even solo Golden Trophy. Well, I'm going to teach you all how to solo Golden Trophy because it's actually very easy. Very simple, very simple. Now, unlike Crimson Cauldron, there is no double damage potions, so you gotta kind of sit back and let your skills do a good amount of the work. Getting used to the double shot is a very good option. I will also have a double shot tutorial up soon. And that's basically just pulling back on the bow twice. As you're pulling back, you want to double tap the trigger. When I'm doing this motion, I am double tapping the trigger, and it is pumping out 2 arrows. So I'm going to be using the double shot today a little bit, but it's definitely doable just doing this and just single shotting with single arrows. So yeah, let's get into it. Now, I do speedrun this quest quite a bit, so I guess you could say this is a unique take on the whole soloing Crimson Cauldron thing because, or not Crimson Cauldron, sorry, Golden Trophy. Because I see a lot of people doing solos of Golden Trophy or tutorials on how to solo Golden Trophy, but none of them are super speedy. But well, I mean they're fast, but not like extremely fast, I guess. So yeah, let me change to. Let me bring you all to the POV. There we go. And yeah, so this should be nice, quick, and simple. We're just gonna go right away. Nothing other to grab than a bow. So coming here, you're just gonna get 2 simple green goblins that spawn. You could jump up on these things if you really are struggling to kill these guys. If your aim and your accuracy is not that good, you could just jump up on the boxes real quick, and they won't be able to touch you. Crossing this line here, you're going to get 2 green goblins back there and 2 green goblins in the front here. If you're really struggling, you could just come and jump up on these boxes back here to get some leverage, and these guys won't be able to hit you, so you could just kind of pick them off. Moving forward ahead, you're going to get 4 of these goblins here. You're going to come back. If you're really that bad, or if you are struggling to kill these guys, you can come back here and you can kill them. So yeah, 4 green goblins that will spawn immediately right there. Once crossing this line, you're going to get 1 green goblin over here, and you're going to get 2 spawning over here. So you can just pick these guys off. And then as soon as you kill those, you're going to get 2 over here and 2 over here. Again, you can just jump up on these boxes, and you can even parkour your way to the exit. So moving forward, this is where we are going to start seeing the green flyers. So as soon as you step up into here, you're going to get 2 green flyers. You can kind of hide behind these things and pick them off, but the flyers are shy, so they will, shy away and try to get behind cover so that you won't be able to hit them. Once you cross up into this area here, you're going to get a green flyer there, 2 green flyers right here, and then 1 green flyer in the back. Prioritize this back one so you could just chill in the back here and just pick them off from the cove and from the curtains. So yeah, you're going to spawn this guy in. You can just do a quick little turnaround there, and you can just chill back here and take him out. It's pretty easy, but once you come up here, you're just going to get 2 green flyers as soon as you cross up into onto this ramp here. Now once crossing this little line here at the couch, you're gonna get 2 green flyers there, 2 green runners, and then another green runner in that cove back there. Now using this back part here, using this back ramp is very useful. Once you take those guys out, a green flyer there, up there, a green runner in that cove there, and then 2 green runners and 2 green flyers over there in that cove. Once you kill those guys, 2 green flyers back here, more green runners that will spawn up, and then 2 more green flyers, 1 green flyer there, 1 green flyer over there, and then 2 green runners that will spawn within the well, that will just kind of spawn up around this area over here. And again, like I did there, prioritize those 2 back flyers that spawn in that last wave, and you can just sit here and let them just come to you while you just sit here at the ramp. If you're really struggling, once you take out all the green flyers, you can just hop up on here, and the green runners can't touch you while you're up on the couches. So, but just kind of be careful, because their swords might be able to come up and touch you. So you can use the boulder, because there's gonna be a couple green runners right here that'll spawn, and you could just slap the boulder down. If it doesn't do anything, you could just chill up here on the ramp. Let the boulder kind of roll down, and you're good there. Now we're not gonna be using any glitches. We're just gonna be doing this normally, as the devs intended. So we're just gonna, if you want to, you can bring the boulder down, but you're gonna get 3 green runners and 2 green flyers up there. I just took out one of them with the boulder. Once you cross down onto this like edge part here of the ramp, you're gonna get a few green flyers just spawning up here on top of the ramp. So yeah, you're gonna get a few of those guys up there. Pretty easy. You could just take them out. You could just chill back here and just pick them off. You could chill over here. You could just pick them off this way. Pretty easy. Once you cross up into this area here, this line, there's gonna be some green flyers that'll spawn right here in this area. And you could just pick those guys off there. Now I am taking them out pretty quickly, but you can see those guys will spawn in like a random pattern, so they're not going to be in the same pattern every time, but they will all spawn within this giant rectangle. Now coming down here, there's just going to be a bunch of green runners at the bottom of the ramp once you cross over this line. You could probably bring the boulder down here to take them out, but they're pretty easy. You could just pop them a few times. If you really need to get away from them, you can just hop up on these barrels here, and you can just pick them off as they're coming down. Or coming up, I mean. You get the pots if you really want. And we're moving on to Act 4. Now, Act 4 is a little bit of a tricky one. So once you cross up into this area here, you're going to get some green runners spawning at the top there, and 2 green runners spawning at the top here. I guess your best bet is to just run up this ramp here, and you could just sit and you could just pick them off as they kind of funnel in towards you. So those guys will spawn. As you kill a few of them, those guys are going to spawn up there. So you could just... Once you take those guys out, 2 more will spawn. 2 more will spawn back here, so prioritize those guys. 2 more will spawn over there. 3 will spawn over there, and they're just going to kind of come down the ramp. Now next, you're going to get 2 more of these green runners right there on the ramp, so make sure to kind of back up, and these green flyers will spawn over the lava. Now you could just sort of run back here and just pick them off, but note that they will try to hide away from you. Once you kill those, more of them will spawn. Now these guys are 100% random, right? 100% random. More green runners will spawn on either side, so you can get those guys as they're coming out the ramp. And there's 1 more of these green runners, or green flyers. Now a barrel will spawn up there, and a barrel will spawn up there. Prioritize this barrel right here. So you can come and take the pot here, and you can just toss him in the back, and he will get stunned, and you can just kind of pick him off. Now you can just pop the barrels in the back here, kind of maneuver your way around them. These barrels are very easy. And then this barrel will spawn right there. I can take him out because I'm pretty fast, but yeah, if not, you can just always come back into this area around here. More green runners will spawn on either side of the ramp, and some more green flyers will also spawn. If you're really struggling with the barrels, bring them both back into this wide area, and you can just use this whole entire area right here to take them out. So yeah, more green flyers will spawn up, and you can just pick them off, and yeah, they're very, very easy. Swords you can also use to take out the barrels, and you can just kind of smack them in the back a few times, and that'll actually do the trick. So if you're really struggling to use the bow on the barrels, using the sword is honestly my best other option for taking out the barrels. If you're really struggling that bad, Act 4 is a big point. So once you cross that, pat yourself on the back because you just completed Act 4, and Act 4 is actually really difficult for some first-time people. So you want to come to the right. You don't even have to do the left side. You only have to come to the right side. So 2 green runners will be in your view right here. And once you kill one of them, 2 green flyers will spawn. You can actually hit them through that. I'm just bad. So then once you take out those guys, a red flyer will spawn. Now, these guys are big and tough, and they shoot a lot of fireballs, so make sure to try to take them out as quick as possible. Once you kill all those guys and kind of move up a little bit further, you're gonna get 3 green goblins spawning right here in this hallway. Moving up along, do not go into there yet because we're gonna take out the guys up here. Do not go into this room. All you gotta do is, if you do not cross up into there, you can just take these guys out. See, look, I'm firing very slowly, and I can still take those guys out. So, if you're, just kind of doing a little bit of this, you should be able to take them out just fine. Now, this is also another big point, a very difficult spot for a lot of people. What you're gonna do is you're going to spawn in everything here by crossing this line. Now, what you want to do is you literally just want to run back and just pick them off as you're running back. And as you can see, I am shooting very slowly, and I'm still able to pick these guys off. Now, you can just hide behind this area right here a little bit, making sure to just kind of duck out of the way, and you can hit those guys. 2 green guys will spawn either on this side or that side. It could be 2 on this side, 2 on that side, 1 on that side, 1 on that side. It's completely random. You can still just be chilling back here, dodging the fireballs, as 2 more red flyers will spawn at the outer edges there. And there we go. Pretty easy. Those red runners will come up on you fast, so you gotta get back. And if you're really, really struggling with that part, just run back as quick as you can, and you can literally just hop up onto this area right here, and they won't be able to get you. You could just sit here and pick them off. Easy as that. And the red flyers will chase you down here, and you can also pick them off as well from behind cover back there. So now moving on to Act 6. This is probably the most difficult act in the entire Golden Trophy quest, and that's because there's a lot of stuff that spawns on you quick. So if I'm going a little bit too fast, I'll try to explain at the end where all the spawns are and how to kind of go about things. I want to do it just to show you guys, I guess how to do it, but I'm just gonna be playing it by ear. Okay, so once you kind of step up into this area, you'll see 2 red flyers. You could just pick these guys off from back here. You could just sit back here and you can just take them out. Now, I recommend as soon as these guys spawn in, jump up onto here. Jump up onto one of these platforms, as these red guys will not be able to hit you. You can just sit here and you can just pick them off. But you don't want to be sitting up here for the entire time because there's going to be a bunch of flyers. Now, there's going to be a random assortment of guys that will be spawning. Oh, I want to take out these flyers as quick as possible. There's going to be a random assortment of guys. 2 green flyers will always spawn in that corner, but a random amount of red goblins and green goblins can spawn in that cove or that back cove over there. So yeah, this part you could just sit here and just take out these guys from up here. And once you take this guy out, you're going to get a red barrel over there and a red barrel over there in that back corner. Actually, no, you're going to get these 4 red runners. 2 in that corner over there, 2 in that corner. Sorry, I kind of missed a step. But yeah, you're just gonna go ahead and take these guys out. Doesn't have to be fast or anything. Then you're gonna get a red barrel over there and a red barrel over there. Grab this pot on top of this, come around, smack him in the back, and you can just pop him with a few shots. Then you can turn around, pop him with a few more shots. Grab another pot. You want to just wait for him to do his little spinny animation. Come around, boom, smack him in the back. You can hit him with a few shots. You can grab another pot if you really need to, and you can hit him with a few more shots there. Now these guys are gonna, it's a random assortment of guys that are gonna be spawning in. So make sure, I personally like coming in this back cove and letting everything come to me, making sure that you're activating that guy's spinning animation, because he's gonna get caught in his animation and just sort of taking out the red guys. Prioritizing the flyers, because like again, you can come around here and just, mind you, just dodging around. You can just come up on one of these things. You can jump up here, and you can jump up on one of these things. By the way, don't come up on one of these things when you got the red barrel coming around, because he can actually hit you. So just coming along here, if you're out of pots, you can just come around. You can just jump around with both of these things. And he can still hit you with that axe, so you got to be careful. Take that guy out. And that was probably pretty quick, but and I got kind of lucky there with my RNG, the random number generation. But basically, you can get a random assortment of guys on this side, in that cove, over there in that cove, over here in this cove, over there in that cove, and then up there on the right side. Now, the last red barrel will always spawn right here in this cove, but you could get a flyer back here, a red runner, you could get a green runner back here, a red runner. It's all over the place. So, in my opinion, the best spot to be would probably either be up on the stage here, because nothing spawns up on the stage, or back in this area, just picking guys off as they come around. Right, and then, if you can get both of the red flyers down and out, then you can kind of come up onto one of these areas up here. You can just hop up on one of these areas up here, and you can just take out the rest of the runners and the barrel. Very, very difficult, and it takes some getting used to, but it gets easier as you play more. And you get used to things. So once you come up into this area, there's going to be 2 more red runners and 2 more green flyers. That's probably going to be the most difficult part of your quest, so you can kind of come around here, and you can pop these guys. You can come around here, and you can trick these guys into getting caught right there, which is pretty cool, and you can pop one of those. Once you take out 3 of these guys, you're going to get, once you take out 3 of the 2 red runners and the 2 green flyers, you're going to get 2 green runners spawning in right there. Once you cross into this area, you're going to get a random assortment of guys in that back cove, and then guys spawning right here at the entrance. Alright, yeah. So I got, let's see, green runners over there, 1 green runner there. There's nothing that spawns behind me, so you can just sit here and you can just let these guys come to you. Don't come out of your, you can sit here and you can hide all you want. You don't need to like come out of your hiding area until you've gotten everything. Now once you come and cross over into this area, you're gonna get a red flyer over here, and you can you can see, you can miss a lot of shots. 2 green flyers right here. Once you kill those guys, there's gonna be some green runners that spawn back here. And then once you kill those 3, you can get an assortment of green runners and flyers back here and up in this area. Yeah, and you can see like how many shots I'm missing and how slow I'm going. You can take that as many shots as you need to be able to get them down. Now once you come up here and you cross this little line here, right here, you could possibly get a red runner spawning behind here, but you don't really got to worry about him because he's gonna get stuck on this pipe here. So we got him, and as you can see, he's just gonna come down here, and he's just gonna get stuck there. So you can pop him with 3 shots and he's going to be done. Now this green barrel, I just like to run, activate him, get to the side, and just shoot him with a few shots. Run to the side again. He's going to come up here, hit him with a few shots, and you're good. Now, coming up right here, you could possibly get a red runner spawning right there in front of you. And if you do that, you get a green runner spawning here and a green runner spawning there. Now, what I recommend doing is taking care of the red runner first, kind of coming back into this cove if you need to. By the way, get rid of these pots first, and same with this crossbow. You're not going to need it. And then just picking him off from over here. So we got him. You can take him out here. And then once you take out one of those green runners, that spawn over there, you get another red runner here. So now coming up here, there's 3 red runners and 2 red flyers. They can spawn on either side, it doesn't matter. Once you take out all of those guys, you're gonna get another red flyer. So once you cross this line here, or shoot, you're gonna get these red guys coming up. Now that was pretty quick, but yeah, you can come all the way back here and you can just kind of sit. Those guys kind of came up on me quick. I wasn't kind of expecting it, but yeah, you can come all the way back here. You can run all the way back here. You get up on this ledge and the red guys can't touch you. And yeah, so just use you can even get up onto this area. Red runners can't touch you. Now you can come back into this area and get the red flyers to kind of come up near you. This isn't a very good idea, but you can do it nonetheless. And that's it. Act 7 complete. Now, Act 8. This is the one before the boss. So, the boss is probably going to be the most difficult part because I'm not going to be using double shot. So, once you immediately spawn in there, there's going to be these guys coming up from that top ramp. So, you can just kind of pick them off as they're coming up the ramp here. Speed it up a little bit by using double shot. And you're going to get one green guy coming there, one green guy coming there, and then a red guy coming there. Then you're going to get another red guy that spawns somewhere, and more guys spawning in different locations all throughout, and it's just going to be wave after wave. So once you take out all those guys, you can get 2 red flyers and 2 green flyers. They could be up there, they could be over here in this cove. It doesn't matter, but it's just wave after wave from here on out, guys. Once you do that, you're going to get 4 red runners. They can either be spawning there or up top there. Then once you kill those guys, you're going to get a red barrel spawning here and a red barrel spawning up there. So yeah, remember, grab your pot. You can get them over here. Oh, he's coming around the corner, so we're going to get out of the way. Just be careful of that because those guys love to do that. And we're going to take him out here. Now you're going to get a red flyer spawning up there, a green barrel spawning there, and another red flyer spawning up there, and another green barrel spawning up top there. So we're just going to come around here. Just going to take this guy out. Flyers are a priority. Prioritize the flyers over the barrels, because the barrels are pretty easy to take out if you've been using the tricks. Now you're going to get more stuff spawning in, and you got to be quick. Red flyers, red runners, green runners, the everything. Like, you got to be quick. And you gotta be constantly moving too. My best bet would probably be to just be chilling up here. Honestly, if you can be chilling up here before you spawn that wave in, you have plenty, I mean plenty of maneuverability here. To move around here, you can jump up on here, you can jump back down here. That's where I recommend you being, or up in this cove. But this cove does not give you nearly as much room as being up here. You know, you have this whole area to maneuver, this whole strip here, all the sorts. So now that you're done with Act 8, and you've hopefully taken all the precautions necessary, you're constantly looking out for enemies, you're watching your back 24/7, you're paranoid as all heck, you're ready to take on the final boss. The big boy. Let's go. Oh, excuse me. So once the boss spawns up, you just want to get him to shoot. He's gonna try to predict your movement, which is ridiculous of him. We're just gonna hop up here. Pop a few shots in his back. You can take as much time as you want. However long you want. But once you get 2 shots in his back, he's simply just going to start spawning. He's going to spawn in a full wave of enemies. Chill back here. Whoa. Make sure to duck down. There's going to be some stuff that spawns. Okay, so I basically killed him there, but your main goal is to just sit back there, sit back here, and just pop shots into him, and then enemies are just going to keep spawning. But if you can get off enough shots to where you're able to just sit back here, you're able to just shoot him, he's going to keep getting stunned, and after that, you know, if he doesn't turn around, you just keep popping shots into his back. You can just boom, 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 boom. Once you do that, he's just gonna sit there and he's just gonna keep getting stunned. Now, yes, he's gonna spawn in enemies, so if you're not quick enough, enemies can come up from this ramp here. The only thing that actually spawns up here is that red flyer. But other than that, everything's gonna come from the bottom here, whether it be in this like little area here or out on the floor here. Everything's gonna spawn from down here except for that one red flyer. Everything's gonna spawn over here, in this little area here. Everything's gonna just drop down. So coming up here, coming into this back little cove here, and just popping as many shots as you can into his back is just so good. So yeah, that's the tutorial, everybody. That's Golden Trophy. If you want me to make any more fantastic tutorials, go ahead and just drop a comment down below. But yeah, I hope this helped anybody trying to solo Quest with Golden Trophy. So yeah, I will see you all later. Goodbye.